Warren County Public Schools Sports Network brings you high school football on this Friday night. Welcome in Scott Thompson, Mike Cleff. Coming up at halftime, Greenwood Gator boys basketball coach Will McCoy will join us. Tonight it's Glasgow at homecoming at Greenwood. The Scotties are 4-1 on the season, losing their opening game in Glasgow at their own bowl game, 56-0 to Woodford County. Since then, they've reeled off wins against Russellville, 49-35. Beat Monroe 49-8, Allen County, Scottsville 42-13, and then last week beat Hart County 57-14 in their first of 4 district games. Meanwhile, the Gators 5-0. They're ranked for the first time this year in Class 5A. They're tied for 10th. They beat Spring Hill out of Columbia, Tennessee 55-32, Franklin Simpson 36-13, Allen County, Scottsville 38-0. They beat beat Warren Central 42-12 and then 22-7 over Logan County a week ago. Greenwood will be without their quarterback tonight, James Salke. Lofton Howard will be there as Salke is under quarantine under the COVID protocol. A couple of linemen are out as well for Greenwood. We'll tell you all about that and more as we're about ready for kickoff. It's Greenwood hosting Glasgow. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
That familiar sound of rubber and wood floor. The feel of the ball passing between hands and air. The squeaking of the sneakers. And a moment of silent breath, thankfully followed by the whipping of net. And the reward after. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingy moment.
Ask any woman if size matters and she'll tell you no. It's money that matters. The settlement we get for you has nothing to do with the size of a law firm, but everything to do with the skill of your attorney. I've provided personal representation for those hurt in car accidents for over 45 years and collected millions from my clients. When fighting big insurance, it's not the size of the firm, but the skill of the attorney. After all, David took down Goliath, just like we take down big insurance. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
We're about ready for kickoff here tonight at Greenwood. Now the Gators will do the kicking off to the Glasgow Scotties. Rico Crowder and Andrew Phillips should be the deep backs for Glasgow, as the Gators are in that green with gold. Scotty's white with the blue pants. And it's kickoff time. It's going to be picked up by an up man around the 25 to the 30, 35, 40. About the 42-yard line. That's where the Scotties will start out first and 10. Basically on that far hash mark, just underway. Welcome in. A little late getting underway. We had a little technical problem on the back end, back at the headquarters there in Lexington with the prep spin. Sometimes the commands don't talk quite each other, so we apologize for getting on just a couple of minutes late. Quarterback will be John Carter Myers. He's a 6'2 senior. He's completed 17 of 29, 352 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions this year. He'll split the duties there. They got a wing back. They'll ride the fullback Out to the 45, it's Kieran Stockton. Big 6'3", 225 junior. He's carried it 46 times for 308 yards and 5 touchdowns for the Scotties. Got about 3 on the play. Second down, about 7. Up front for Glasgow, Isaiah Cianci, 225. Guard Gentry at 243. Chase, left tackle, 230. Right guard, 272. Randall and Franklin at right tackle, 265. He goes under center, hands it off to the right side. That's Hunter Scott. Scott, they want to get it in his hands a lot. He has some speed. Gets down to the Greenwood 35. That's a first down for the Scotties. William Howard and his Gators rolling at 5-0 right now. He told me, he said Glasgow's a pretty good team. And they are moving the ball right now. Under center, they're going to give it to Hunter Scott. Scott, the 6'1", 165 senior. He is so quick. Busts up through there, and he's going to get inside the 30, inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. They like using him. 27 carries, 341 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's also a good target. They've thrown it to him 14 times, 124 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Lone setback with a wing. He'll ride the big fullback. Now they're going to give it around left end, and he is going to go touchdown. And that is Jay Long. Jay Long is going to go 24 yards, no flags. And we are got our score here in the first quarter, and Glasgow 24-yard run. 6-0 Scotties. Extra point attempt coming by Luke Allen. Snap down, it's up, looks good. It's 7-0. We've only played a minute and a half in this game. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Richmond Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
Well, it didn't take the Scotties long. They moved it about 60 yards, or just under 60 yards, and they have got on the boards first here tonight. Didn't take them long with that speed. They were able to move it up and down the field pretty quick. A couple of different backs touched it. They haven't thrown it yet. Jay Long, a 24-yard run. I don't know if Greenwood's seen this kind of speed that Glasgow brings tonight. The Gators will get their first chance offensively. Luke Allen will kick off. About a 2-3 step kick. He's going to kick it short. One of the up backs over there. Cuts to the middle of the field. And the return back for Greenwood. So the Gators will start at their own 35-yard line. So Lofton Howard will be at quarterback for Greenwood tonight. Salke missing tonight due to the COVID protocol. They give it, fake it, throw it. Acted like a fake throw, and then they just give it in there. Not much room for Jalen Brock. just a short game. You look at Jason Jaggers, the offensive coordinator. I said, does it affect your play calling with Lofton Howard? And he says, not really. And talked with William Howard. He says, we're not going to show everything. This is not a district game for Greenwood, so they're not going to show everything offensively. Got the wing backs, one running back with Lofton Howard. They give it to Jalen Brock. I mean, he is met up front. Tristan Franklin is one of the Glasgow Scotties right there to make the tackle. They just got across the offensive line pretty quick. Be third down for the Gators and 9 from their own 34-yard line. Pretty good defensive front here for Glasgow. 255, 225, 249. Some good beef up front. Under 10 on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry it. And they just get it off before it hits 0. Howard rolls to his left, throws, got a man, and dropped it. He had Ira Mateos open out in the flat, but we got a flag. Or is that just no, that's just a towel back there, okay? So the Gators will go 3 and out, will punt, be fourth down. I mean, 4th and 11, I should say, instead of it being 3rd and 9 a moment ago, it's 4th and 11. Back to punt. It'll be Jackson Freeland. Gets it, steps right, and it's blocked. It's blocked, and it's taken, and he's going to go, and that is a touchdown by Tony Hammond. Tony Hammond's going to run that thing about 20 yards. So Glasgow has just come out and stunned Greenwood here in the first couple of minutes. Got a legal, so they're going to bring it back. All right, so bring that back. That block punt return because of block in the back, so they'll mark it from the spot of the infraction. So it's going to be where they're going to mark it. It's going to bring it back to the on the 15-yard line. So Glasgow, instead of having 2 quick scores, will have it at the 15-yard line of Greenwood. So it happened around the 5. So the Scotties right back knocking on the door, leading 7-0 after Greenwood went 3 and out. John Carter Myers under center. Going to roll to his right. Going to throw it. It's got a man. It's complete out in the flat. Maybe Jay Long again on the reception. There may be Javian Clark. Couldn't quite pick that up across the way. Out in the flat there. Second down about 3, got 7. They get down to the 13, to the what, the 8-yard line? Second down. Got to give it. That is Hunter Scott around the right end. He'll be near the first down. 7-0 Glasgow. They're threatening to score again. Had a block punt called back due to a block in the back. It's a first down for the Scotties. Be first and goal at the Greenwood 4-yard line. They've been able to move it on the ground. They've thrown it just once. John Carter Myers. They give it in, and it's going to be touchdown Glasgow. And on the carry, and we got a flag. That may be a celebration. That'll be Braden Kirkpatrick. Or I'm sorry, yeah, Javen Clark. believe it'll be after. It's a dead ball foul, okay. So Javen Clark, a 4-yard run. So Glasgow leads now 13-0. They'll tack on the penalty on the kickoff. Luke Allen again for the extra point. I guess Jeff Garman talking with Billy Mills, our official. Very veteran crew here tonight for this Glasgow Greenwood football game. Glad you're joining us on our Prep Spin app, wbko.com/PrepSpin, PrepSpin Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channel. Also, look for Prep Spin on the Roku and Fire TV apps. You'll watch us many different ways here at the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. Waiting for the extra point attempt after the explanation by Billy Mills to Coach Garman. Coach William Howard wasn't kidding. This Glasgow team's good, and the extra point attempt is up. It's good. It's 14-0 Scotties at the 7:49 mark here in the first quarter. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be, for generations to come.
Two possessions and two scores for the Glasgow Scotty. Get a good look there at Brett Alper. He'll have highlights tonight coming up on WBKO Sports at 10. So Allen will kick it for Glasgow. They bring everybody up to around the 30-yard line. He's just about a two-step drop, kicks it angle over there on the far side, taken at the 40-yard line. That's Mateos trying to get to the outside and a little room to run, and he's brought down, and there's a flag thrown right at the end of the run in the neighborhood of a hold. It's a illegal block by Greenwood. Illegal block in the back. It'll be Greenwood, a 10-yard penalty, and they'll start 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Let's see if they get a little better result here. They went 3 and out on the first time. Coach Howard talking with Lofton there. I know it was one of his linemen. One of his linemen he had to put in. That's his center tonight. No, his right guard. I'm sorry, right guard. He had got a couple of them out also. That's Brody Hewitt. Howard going to fake it on the throw. Gives it in there to Brock. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not much of a gain. They moved the ball from right on the 35 to just most of it across the 35. Clock rolling, 7:15 here in the first quarter, and Glasgow Scotty stunning Greenwood here, 14-0. Down to about 6 seconds on the play clock. They're getting down close, and right at the 0 mark, Lofton Howard's going to keep it himself, runs to the outside, not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage, loses a couple of yards. On the tackle, Jaden Wyrock and Kieran Stockton. We third down. Glasgow, the definite aggressor so far. Of course, Salke is not at quarterback for Greenwood tonight. Lofton Howard has run some quarterback this year. We've seen him in a couple of games that we've done live stream here on the Warren County Public School Sports Network. Gators need about 12 to get the first down. Back to pass. Here they come after him blitzing. Throw it, little screen. It's caught. 40 to the 44. He's going to be just shy. Hit Ira Mateos. Gets out to the 44, and it's going to bring up fourth down and a yard. At this point in early, you're down 14 to nothing. Do you want to go ahead and go for it? And that looks like what they're going to do. Fourth and a yard from their own 44, and Greenwood will go for it. Under center, Lofton Howard. See if he goes straight. Got Glasgow trying to get them to jump. And it's going to be first down. Gators at the 49. 5-yard run. Jalen Brock got enough. Busted through there. The line gave him a little opening, and he took it. So the fourth down play on their second drive. The Gators get a first down just shy of midfield. 5:18 first quarter, 14 to nothing. Glasgow. It is early. Man in motion, gives it to him. Running around the far side is Trussell. Trussell uses that speed to get outside. Down to the 45, give him 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Nice crowd on hand tonight here at Greenwood for homecoming for the Gators. 2 games for you next next week. Thursday night, we'll have Warren East and Warren Central over at Joe Hood Field. And then Friday night, battle of 2 top 10 teams. It'll be Bowling Green at South Warren. Be our first look at the Spartans next week. Howard. Now that little misdirection there, double handoff, give it to the far side to Trussell. Trussell has the first down at the 40, I believe. He'll be right on it. Yep, that is a first down. Had to get just across the 41-yard line, and he did. Just enough. Clock rolling at 4:04 first quarter. Glasgow scored in just a couple of plays on the opening drive. Greenwood on a fourth down on their first drive had the punt block. Glasgow ran it in, but a block in the back brought it back. And then a few plays later, Javelin Clark scores. 14-0. The only Warren County Public School team in town, and timeout taken by Greenwood as they got the timeout called as the play clock was rolling down. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Flora Templeton Stewart worked her way through college as a waitress and single mother. She was the first female attorney to open a law practice in Warren County and overcame many obstacles. Flora Templeton Stewart, an injury lawyer with the strength and determination to fight for you. If you have been seriously injured in a car or truck accident, call the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart at 1-888-782-9090.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After the Greenwood timeout, the Gators will have 1st and 10 at the Glasgow 41. Back to pass, flag thrown. Mateos has it. He's hit as soon as they got it. Going to get about a 5-yard gain before he's wrapped up by Kieran Stockton. Illegal shift against Glasgow. Five-yard penalty. Moves it back to the 46. First and 15. 3:25, clock rolling. Man in motion. Going to give it. Coming around the right end for Greenwood. Not much room to go is Judd Scott. I'm sorry, Telltale Long. That was Telltale Long. And he loses a couple more. Glasgow is just really overly aggressive tonight. I mean, they are everywhere. Greenwood's only had a couple of positive gainers. For the most part, it's been Glasgow. Lofton Howard going to roll out to his left, steps up into the pocket. Glasgow right there, and they trip him up back to the line of scrimmage originally. 2:29 as he's wrapped up by Easton Jesse. So it'll be third down. They're going to give him to the 40. It'll be 3rd and 9. Man in motion to the short side. They give it to Jalen Brock, and the right side of that defensive line for Glasgow is just right there. They had that well scouted. Kieran Stockton, another tackle. We're down to a minute 42 in this first quarter, 14-0 Glasgow. So it's 4th down and 10, and the Gators will go for it. Last time they did it on this drive, they got a first down. Howard, looks like there's some movement there, yeah. I think the left side of that offensive line jumped. Cost them 5. And now they'll punt. It'll be 4th and 15 back at the 46-yard line. Jackson Freeland to punt. See if he can get one off quickly this time. This time he gets it off. High kick. Inside the 15. Takes a bounce to the 5, to the 4, 3, 2, maybe the 1-yard line. Glasgow will be in a deep hole. As they'll have it, 1st and 10 from the 1. They're 1 with 57 seconds to go. Here in the first quarter, they lead it 14-0. Jay Long, a 24-yard run, 10:28 mark. That's a 7:49 mark. Javen Clark, a 4-yard run, and Glasgow leads 14-0 as we start to wind down here in the first quarter. What a punt. And a great job by the punt team to get down there to down that ball. And they couldn't have asked for a better end-over-end bounce from Freeland, the punter. Under center. This time it's Jesse at quarterback. Easton Jesse, and loose ball. And it's a safety. They tackled him in the end zone. So Greenwood gets on the board as they tackle in the backfield. And that comes with 51 seconds to go here in the first. And and is now 14-2 as Greenwood gets on the board. And looked like Wyrick was tackled in the end zone. So now after the safety, Greenwood will get the ball back on the kickoff. So something positive there for Greenwood. And Glasgow will have to kick it from their own 20. 14-2 Glasgow. Take points any way you can right now. See if they want to punt it. Yeah, it looks like they're going to punt. So Luke Allen will kick it. Gators should get great field position. And it's punted. Gators get it. Oh, they dropped it. Now they get it at their own 35 and will run with it to the 45. Lost his footing. And on the return for the Greenwood Gators, Andrew Hatcher. So the Gators with 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. Gators will have it at their own 44-yard line. They've had decent field position to start with tonight. So this is their third offensive possession. Lofton Howard. Gets the snap. Give it to Jalen Brock. Still on his feet. Staying low to the ground. He's going to get 4. Out to the 49-yard line. Second down and 6. And we're going to be, that's probably the last play of the quarter. Because the game clock is about a second and a half faster than the play clock. So Greenwood does not have to run a play here. But they're going to try. 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Howard will bring him up. Fake, looking to throw. He's going to keep it flushed out of the pocket. Moves to his left and still going to be about 2 yards shy as the first quarter comes to an end. It's Glasgow 14, the Greenwood Gators 2. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
Injured Greenwood player on the field right after the clock expired. It's 14-2. Greenwood will have third down at about 3 as they trail Glasgow 14-2 here at Greenwood tonight. Warren Central on the road at Russell County. That's a district game for them. South Warren is on the road tonight. They're at Louisville Central. Let's see if something good can happen here for the Gators. Warren East on the road at Wayne County tonight. We'll keep you updated on those scores. Coming off the field for Greenwood, Zach McCauley. So the Gators on third down at about 3. They're just inside the Scotty 50-yard line. They're just at around the 49. Good luck to our middle school teams. They're playing in the state middle school softball tournament this weekend down in Marshall County. Howard will bring them up. They get a first down. Howard throws over the middle. Got a man, and it's incomplete. Right through Chase Johnson's hands, just right above his helmet. It went right through his hands. Lucky that did not get intercepted. So once again, it's another fourth down for the Gators. 4th down and 4. 3 from their own, from the Scotty 49-yard line. And they'll kick it away this time. Jackson Freeland will kick. Freeland stands around his own 36-yard line. Gets rid of it. Nice kick again. Takes a Gator bounce, then goes sideways at the 22-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 22 for Glasgow. Just underway here in the second quarter at the 11:49 mark. (14-2). Glasgow Scotties. So Glasgow scored on both their possessions. Glasgow moving left to right for the first time tonight. Their first possession here in the second quarter. Under center, Easton Jesse. They do alternate their quarterbacks. Myers ran the first couple of series down that far sideline and finally knocked out of bounds across the way. Hunter Scott. He has got some speed. Apparently he got out of bounds around the 36-yard line, 37-yard line. Okay. 1st and 10, Glasgow. They have got some speed. Stockton and Scott and Long, Clark. We've not seen the quarterbacks run. They haven't had to. And sacked for a loss. It's going to be Andrew Phillips. Getting in there, of course, Lofton Howard double duty tonight again. So he comes up from the safety position and makes the tackle. Going to lose back to 31-yard line. Be 2nd down and 16. Clock rolling. We're at 11:05 here in the first half. Glasgow Scotty scored their first 2 possessions. The Gators got a safety after a great punt. Downed at the 1. Now Jesse is brought down for a loss. Chase Johnson, the junior, penetrating and keeping his eye on Jesse, and they'll lose some more. Back to the 28-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 21. Clock rolling here in the first half. Will McCoy will join us at halftime. He's the boys basketball coach here at Greenwood. And Glasgow is going to take a timeout as the play clock getting down to near 0. You're watching Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
can a huge law firm do for you? A paralegal can take your every call. Your file may be sent out of state. You're unlikely to ever meet the attorney you see on TV. Do you really want a huge law firm with hundreds of lawyers? If the answer is no, call me. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
So Glasgow has it 3rd and long. Give it to the second man through. Breaks through a couple of tackles. Andrew Phillips will still be well shy of the first down out across the 41 to the 42. Be 4th and about 5. Maybe get out to the 47. Scotties will punt for the first time tonight. Punter is John Carter Myers. Russell County leads Warren Central 14-8. 11:54 to go in the first half. Nice kick. Myers. It's going to be bouncing. Greenwood's going to let it bounce. They'll have it at their own 25-yard line. Apollo leading McCracken County 14-0. South Warren plays McCracken County in a couple of weeks. Allen County Scottsville trails Franklin Simpson 7-6 in the first. We've got Warren East, Allen County Scottsville coming up here in a couple of weeks. Just kind of getting updated on some area scores. We don't have anything from South Warren and Louisville Central yet. Gators, Lofton Howard getting quarterback duties tonight. Got to give coming around the left end here is Trussell. Trussell steps out of bounds. He would have had a little bit better gain, but they run him out of bounds somewhere around the 32-yard line. So he's going to get 8 on the play. 2nd down 2. Knocked out of bounds. That stops the clock at 9:03 here in the first half. Glad you're joining us. Scott Thompson, Mike Cleff on this Friday night. We wrap up our busy week of live stream. We had volleyball Tuesday, Wednesday, girls soccer last night. What an exciting finish that was. Give it to Brock, and he's still going to be just about a yard, maybe 2 shy. Bring up 3rd down and 2. He's at the 38, got to get to the 40. Warren Central scores a goal right as the clock expired last night out at Warren East. Get a big district win for the Lady Dragons. Man in motion. Telltale long. Counter. Gets it across the 35 for a first down at the 36-yard line. Gators move the chains, 1st and 10. Couple of receivers come to the near side at 3. One to the far side. One right there by Lofton Howard. He's going to roll to his right. Quick throw for Ira Mateos. Had a little gap out there in the flat and just overthrew it just a little bit. Be 2nd and 10. Gators trailing Glasgow 14-2. We're in the second quarter, just under 8 minutes. Man in motion long. Howard fakes, going to throw, got a man and overshoots. Mateos again, that would have been enough for a first down, and who knows more once he gets it into his hands. Be 3rd down and 10 for Greenwood. Jay Long, 10:28 mark, a 24-yard run on Glasgow's first drive. They scored again at the 7:49 mark. They almost scored a little quicker, but the block punt was called back for a block in the back. And Jay Long scores on a 4-yard run. Howard throws again, intended for Mateos. Just a little high. The coverage was there in the secondary by Glasgow. 4th down and 10 for Greenwood. They'll have to kick it away. And here comes the punt team. Jackson Freeland will punt. 7:50 mark here in the first half. Freeland will kick it deep. Dropping deep. Got a timeout going to be taken across the way. 14-2 Glasgow. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
What can a huge law firm do for you? A paralegal can take your every call. Your file may be sent out of state. You're unlikely to ever meet the attorney you see on TV. Do you really want a huge law firm with
Greenwood will will kick. Standing back at his own 20, let go around 26. Quick kick by Freeland. Boy, does he get off a good one there, and it takes a Greenwood bounce back to the 31-yard line. So the Gators will start there. 1st and 10 for the Scotties. $7:41 to go first half. You look at the Gator sideline. Some of the cheerleaders. Mike Cleff with his. There's Kirk Fee. Team doctor for Greenwood. Now back. Myers gets it, drops it, picks it back up, and he's going to get a couple of yardage out. That's John Carter Myers. Bobbled the handoff there. Unfortunately, bounced right up to him, and he was able to get out for about a 4-yard gain out to the 35, 2nd and 6. Second down for the Gators. So once again, John Carter Myers under center with a long I formation. Handoff. Stockton, not much room there. Give him another, 3? Be 3rd down and 4. Greenwood defense has been out there most of this first half. Glasgow does share time between John Carter Myers and Easton Jesse, and Myers back in there at the moment. Trying to draw Greenwood off, doesn't work, gives it on the end around there to Jay Long, and Long, not much room, but he gets enough for the first down as he cut it up. Couldn't get outside. Cut inside, was able to get just enough by a couple yards for the first down. 1st and 10 for the Glasgow Scotties from their own 43-yard line. Nearing the 6-minute mark here in the first half. Good crowd from Glasgow across the way. It's a nice evening here, weather-wise. I think we're in the mid-60s. Myers gives it second man through. Diving near the first down is Jay Long. And he is going to be right on it and actually may have the first down. Based on the spot, it's a first down. in Greenwood territory. Mark it at the 47, clock rolling. 5:44 in the first half, 14-2. Glasgow. Myers once again under center. Looking to pass. Got some pressure. Steps up in the pocket. Lets it fly. Got a man. Complete. And he falls down. Complete to Javon Clark. Down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Nice gainer there for the Scotties. He was under pressure too. Myers couldn't have waited much longer to let go of it because he was getting pressure from that defensive line of Greenwood. But when he stepped up in the pocket, I think the safety stepped up because expecting the run, and instead he makes a pass. Far hash mark. Myers under center. Stockton maybe to the 10. Give him 3, 2nd and 7. 6:50 to go in the first half. Russell County 21, Warren Central 8. As we update you on scores as we get them in. Allen County Scottsville leads Franklin Simpson 18-7. As we said, Warren East gets them here in a couple of weeks. We'll have that one out at Warren East. Stockton, or is that Long? So it will be 3rd down for Glasgow. Just inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Got to get down to about the 4. Myers going to give it to Stockton. Stockton bulls his way to the 5. That'll be close for a first down. And it will be just shy. Stopped him at the 5. He's got to get to the 4. Be 4th down and a yard. 3:20 to go here. As you get a good look across the way, the down marker and the yard marker. At the Greenwood 5, 4th and a yard for Glasgow, leading 14-2 as we near the 3-minute mark in the first half. Myers will bring them up under center. And we're going to have a timeout. Timeout's taken by Glasgow. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the...
Come back quick, straight ahead. Myers, he's got the first down, and he's still on his feet. And did he get in? Touchdown. So John Carter Myers with the touchdown run. And here comes the extra point attempt. Extra point attempt by Allen. It's up, and it's good. Glasgow 21, Greenwood 2 here in the first half. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
What can a huge law firm do for you? A paralegal can take your every call. Your file may be sent out of state. You're unlikely to ever meet the attorney you see on TV. Do you really want a huge law firm with hundreds of lawyers? If the answer is no, call me. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
Well, the Glasgow Scotties now lead 21-2 at the 2:56 mark here in the first half as they've scored 3 times tonight. Allen will do the kickoff here for Glasgow. Glasgow came in 4-1. They've been averaging a bunch of points a game coming into this one tonight. 21 first half points for them. Taken by one of the upbacks. That is Adam Vincent. Gets it to the 44. So the Gators get good field position. Enough time on the clock, 2:51. Be great for them to get another score in. Gators Howard. Just a little quick fake, and then it's a draw to Brock. They got 3 on that. Out to the 47-yard line. 2nd down, 7 for the Gators. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. 21-2, Glasgow. New Glasgow was good, but they have shocked the Gators here in the first half. Now the Gators trailed down at Logan County a week ago. Now they give it. Now fake. Throw by Howard. Got a man. It's going to be picked off. And it's going to be picked off by Andrew Phillips. The Glasgow Scotties come up with a big defensive play as Howard's pass. Tended downfield, but they come away with it. So Glasgow and Glasgow will have 2:06 to work with and a 21-2 lead. Myers back in at quarterback. Big open room there and on the move. That is going to be Hunter Scott. He just ran right over a couple of Gators. 1st and 10, Glasgow. Be first down for the Gators. Clock rolling at 1:53. At the 37-yard line. Rides the first man through, and he's got a big gain. That is Wyrock. Or is that Stockton? You can see we're at 1:29 here at the Swamp. The Scotties 21, Greenwood 2. Glasgow can take their time. 1:10. They're up 21-2. They've called a couple of timeouts. They are out of timeouts, as a matter of fact. Fake. Myers looking to throw. Sidearms it. In front of the Greenwood sideline, it is complete to Jamarian Long. Stops the clock at 51 seconds as he gets out of bounds. So Glasgow will take their time. They're using that play clock. Back to pass. And he is going to be sacked back at the 41. The Gators, Lofton Howard is right there. Got some help. And it'll be 4th down from Colton Smith. Greenwood will take a timeout. Be 4th down. So we'll hold it right here with 35 seconds to go. So the Gators, I'll see what they do. They've got one timeout remaining, so they can stop it one more time. They just maybe get a chance to get the ball and run a play or two. It's 4th down and about 6 for Glasgow at the 41. Coming up at halftime, Will McCoy, the Greenwood basketball boys coach, will join us. So it's been all Scotties here in the first half. The bright spot for the Gators was at safety after a great punt that was downed at the 1. Then the next play, Glasgow tackled in the end zone. So the the Scotties will punt. John Carter Myers, you got to watch him. He could run with it. Yep. Fake. He's going to throw. He's got a man, and it is complete to Phillips. 45 to the 40, cutting to the outside, and he's down the sideline. Is he going to score? And he's pushed out of bounds at the 5. What a huge gain with John Carter Myers, the quarterback, and also the punter. You had to know that was possible there, and they pulled off the execution right there. With 20 seconds to go and no timeouts, they've got, depending on how quick or whether they do run it. If they run it, they may only get 1, possibly 2 plays, but they got to get out of bounds. They got to hurry up. 10 seconds on the play clock. They may have to take a 5-yard penalty. He gets him up. Can't even get the play called, and official timeout. Reset the clock. So Glasgow coach is out there talking with Myers. Now the official gets the play clock rolling here. Game clock is 20 minutes. 20 seconds, I should say. Down to 10 on the play clock. Myers gives it. Second man through, and that is going to be Scott. He's in. Touchdown. No, he stopped short. He stopped at the 1. Hunter Scott stopped at the 1-foot line, it looks like. 7 seconds. They're going to have to hurry up and get up there. There's 3 seconds to go. They get it off. He downs it with less than a second. There's .78 seconds to go, and they down it. How about that? Unreal. Did not think they would even get to that point. So the Scotties pretty much just look like all they got to do is hand it off, then get in. You see how close it is. They're at the 1 or inside the 1. Well, will Myers call his own number here? Right before halftime, they give it. He stopped. Kieran Stockton is denied, and it's halftime. 21-2, Glasgow leads Greenwood here on homecoming. Homecoming festivities are coming up. Coach Will McCoy will join us here in just a moment. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
What can a huge law firm do for you?
Just a second here.
A paralegal can take your every call. Your file may be sent out of state. You're unlikely to ever meet the attorney you see on TV. Do you really want a huge law firm with hundreds of lawyers? If the answer is no, call me. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
That familiar sound of rubber and wood floor. The feel of the ball passing between hands and air. The squeaking of the sneakers. And a moment of silent breath, thankfully followed by the whipping of net. And the reward after. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingy moment.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
What can a huge law firm do for you? A paralegal can take your every call. Your file may be sent out of state. You're unlikely to ever meet the attorney you see on TV. Do you really want a huge law firm with hundreds of lawyers? If the answer is no, call me. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
They had Zach, so I had to give him equal time. Right? Welcome back here at our Warren County Public Schools sports broadcast as we have Will McCoy, the boys basketball coach at Greenwood. What an exciting season you had last year. Just a few more minutes and you might have been at Rupp Arena.
We played obviously a great opponent in Bowling Green. They had a heck of a team that really put it on us in the district championship. So for us to bounce back and compete like that was, you don't dig for moral victories, but it was a heck of a battle, and I was really proud of our guys that night.
Yeah, and you've got most of your guys back this year, don't you?
Yeah, we've got 8 seniors returning, 3 juniors, 4 of our 5 starters, and a few other guys that played a pretty big role in our season and what we did. So was really encouraged to have those guys back as well.
Good to see Kirk Fee. Yeah, Kirk might have a few years of eligibility left, don't you think?
Hey, we'd take it. We would take it if so.
He's got the right size for you, doesn't he?
That's right.
We just know that the Greenwood Gators are in good hands with Coach McCoy.
Well, I appreciate that. That means a lot from that guy. So.
Well, you've got with the nucleus coming back from last year. You've really challenged this team with this schedule. I was looking at your schedule for this coming winter. I mean, you take no nights off.
We do not. We start the year with Tim Riley and Owensboro Catholic, and then head right up the road there to North Laurel. We'll play a 5-star guard and Reed Shepard, who's one of the top players in the nation. And then the very next day, we're going to stay the night and go play Scott County. So, it's like we were talking off air. I'm not here to win 25 games and not be challenged. I want to know who we are in February, March, and that was kind of our recipe last year. We were 17-13 to end the regular season, but we knew who we were, and I don't think we would have had that run without that schedule. So we're trying to simulate that again this year.
Do you feel any pressure on this year's team, knowing to go back and repeat, and that you're right there 1-2 going into this year as a region favorite?
You know, I do and I don't. It's a great position to be in. I'd rather be ranked 1 or 2 preseason than 15 or 16, you know. So, yes and no. You know, I don't think that you can approach it day by day like that. Going to have a bullseye on our back, which is a great problem to have, you know. And I have no issue with that. That's going to be something new for our guys. You know, we're going to be a game for a lot of teams within our region and around our region that I would assume they probably have us circled. And a win against us could really change their season around. So that'll be a challenge as well, but a challenge that we're looking forward to. It's a good position to be in.
Preseason conditioning, what all are you doing right now?
We're lifting 3 days a week, doing a ton of stretching, mobility stuff with our guys, trying to make sure that we're not going to go into the season already sore and torn down, but we're getting stronger. They're really working hard. We're doing 6 a.m. weightlifting 3 days a week. And I've got about 25 kids showing up to that. So for
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Non-mandatory workouts, that's really rare in today's world.
All
so
right.
I'm encouraged by that. We have a really good freshman group that I'm excited about.
So you've got the days counted, right? You've got
do.
you got about 19, 20 days before you can really go after it?
Right at that. You can start tryouts October 15th. Our first official day of real practice will be the 19th. So looking forward to it.
All right, so when you're thinking about scheduling this year, we talked a little bit about where you're going. The opportunities are there. With the success you had last year, more doors were open because of your success?
That's a great question, and yes, that's true. We had a lot of schools reach out to us that are, you know well, like the Saturday classics and events that a lot of schools are hosting. We were invited to a lot of those. When you have a team like we do and a player like Cade Stennett, you get a little bit more attention and opportunities with that. So we jumped on those. That's part of the reason that schedule's so tough. My parents are going to kill me. We play one home game before Christmas. But, again, that means we got a bunch on the back end, and we'll know who we are. So
well, and kind of good in a way for a coach. You don't have to worry about all the fans and maybe every parent there, those eyes on you early.
Well,
you're on the road. You're kind of away from everybody.
You're right, but our parents travel really well. I'm very fortunate to have that. We have a good crowd. There's some away games we go. We have as many parents as the opposing team, and I'm extremely proud of that. I've been in other programs where that's not the case, so that's something we don't take for granted around here.
Well, I know you've got lots of duties, assistant athletic director. I think your dad denied
Yep,
a few other things.
And assistant AD.
So I'm going to let you get out and enjoy the homecoming here, and I appreciate it. Good luck. We'll look forward to having a bunch on our live stream this fall.
All right,
thanks,
Scott. Yes,
That's
sir.
Will McCoy.
Thank you.
He is the head basketball coach here at Greenwood. Coming up, more of our halftime on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
That familiar sound of rubber and wood floor. The feel of the ball passing between hands and air. The squeaking of the sneakers. And the moment of silent breath, thankfully followed by the whipping of net. And the reward after. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingy moment.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky. and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
What can a huge law firm do for you? A paralegal can take your every call. Your file may be sent out of state. You're unlikely to ever meet the attorney you see on TV. Do you really want a huge law firm with hundreds of lawyers? If the answer is no, call me. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
You're watching halftime of the Greenwood Glasgow game. It's homecoming here at Greenwood. Glasgow leading 21-2.
And your 2021 football homecoming queen, selected by the Greenwood High School student body from the senior class, is Miss Sophia Kopitsteiner.
As you can see, our homecoming announcement here. We're going to come back and we will have second half action on the way. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Ask any woman if size matters and she'll tell you no. It's money that matters. The settlement we get for you has nothing to do with the size of a law firm, but everything to do with the skill of your attorney. I provided personal representation for those hurt in car accidents for over 45 years and collected millions from my clients. When fighting big insurance, it's not the size of the firm, but the skill of the attorney. After all, David took down Goliath, just like we take down big insurance. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
Flora Templeton Stewart worked her way through college as a waitress and single mother. She was the first female attorney to open a law practice in Warren County and overcame many obstacles. Flora Templeton Stewart, an injury lawyer with the strength and determination to fight for you. If you have been seriously injured in a car or truck accident, call the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart at 1-888-782-9090.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ready for second half action at the Swamp here at Greenwood. The Gators are trailing the Scotties of Glasgow 21-7. Greenwood will get the ball back to start the second half. Russell County leading Warren Central late in the first half, 28-14. Father Ryan leading Bowling Green 14-7. At halftime, it's Allen County Scottsville 21, Franklin Simpson 14. Warren East on the road at Wayne County and South Warren on the road at Louisville Central. We've not heard any updated scores there, but as soon as we get them, we'll pass them along. Greenwood's lone score was a safety at 51 seconds to go in the first quarter. Glasgow scored twice in the first, once in the second. And we're stuffed on another score late in the first half. Waiting for the official. And to kick it off will be Luke Allen for Glasgow. 2 steps, boots it. Taken around the 11, 12-yard line, right up the middle. Big gain here for Telltale Long out to the 41, 42-yard line. Thanks again to Will McCoy joining us at halftime. Boys basketball coach here at Greenwood. Assistant athletic director and dad tonight, so he's got a lot going on here, but we're thankful he took a few moments to talk about the upcoming season. So Lofton Howard gives it to Telltale Long. Looked like he's going to be stopped in the backfield, then he's hit after a couple of yard gain across the way. Give him 2, 2nd and 8. Just underway in the third quarter. A slow start last week against Logan County. Greenwood came back to win that. They were down early and ended up winning 22-7. They're down 21-2, and really their offense has sputtered so far tonight. Howard will give it to Trussell. Trussell turns and gets out to the 47-yard line before he's brought down by Andrew Phillips. They'll give him to the 48. Third down and about 5. Got to get it across midfield into Glasgow territory to about the 48. Howard looks over to the sideline. Pressed to duty because Salke out COVID protocol. Throw a little screen out that way. Trussell has it, first down, and more. Gets inside the 45 to the 44 of Glasgow. Jason Jaggers, the offensive coordinator for the football team. Of course, head baseball coach. You might not recognize him. He cut his hair. He had long hair back in the spring for baseball. He cut it. Said now's the time when they're getting cooler, you have to let it grow out. In motion is Trussell. Instead, they give it to Brock. Brock bulls his way down across the 30, still on his feet to around the 26-yard line. Get a look at some of the fans right in front of Mike's camera there. So the Gators moving the ball. This is what we expected to see from the Gators tonight. It's not too late to get something going. 9:48 in the third quarter. If they could score on this drive, get a stop, score again, they're right back in it. Howard waiting. In motion, throws, going to keep it himself. Got some room to run. Cuts to the outside. Inside the 30, 25, maybe the 24-yard line before he's tackled out of bounds. Once again, that's Andrew Phillips for Glasgow. William Howard yelling out something to his team. 2nd and 4 is a ball marked right on the 25-yard line. Gators up to the line of scrimmage. Couple of wing backs, one lone setback, in motion Long. Instead gives it to Brock. Brock to the line of scrimmage, that's about it. Third down, about 4. Give it to Brock. He's got the first down on his feet. Inside the 10 to about the 8. $8:50 to go, third quarter, clock rolling. Gators moving, threatening to score. First real threat of the night, first and goal at the 9-yard line. Hash mark nearest the sideline. He's got just one setback with him, wing back. Fake, going to give it in there to Brock. Brock turns, spins his way to the 5. About 4 on the play. Be second down and goal from the 5. Tell you what, it's not just one Glasgow Scotty making the tackle. It's several at a time. They mark it at the 6. They got 3, so it'll be second and goal from the 6. Brock to the right of Lofton Howard. Gives it to him. Fakes that throw again. And he is going to be down, inside 3 to the 2. Maybe the 1-yard line. And he just drugged the much bigger Tristan Franklin, 6'4", 265 junior of Glasgow. He just drug him about 3 or 4 yards. It'll be third and goal at the 2. Gators need a touchdown. Under center. Braxton Smith, the center tonight. And that is Brock. He's in. Touchdown, Gators. Jalen Brock. Here in the third quarter at the 7-11 mark. That's a 2-yard run. 21-8. Gators will go for the extra point. We'll kick it. Extra point attempt is up. And it is hitting the crossbar. That was off the leg of Aiden Adams kicking there. As the kick fails. 21-8, Glasgow leading Greenwood here in the third quarter on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
That familiar sound of rubber and wood floor. The feel of the ball passing between hands and air. The squeaking of the sneakers. And a moment of silent breath, thankfully followed by the whipping of net. And the reward after. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingy moment.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
Now they're going for the onside kick. It's got to go 10, and it's fumbled after Glasgow touched it, and Greenwood comes up with the onside kick. It didn't go 10, but Glasgow touched it. Therefore, it's a live ball, and Greenwood gets it back at their own 49-yard line. And I guess they're going to make sure that Greenwood didn't touch it. And it is Greenwood ball. All right. So the Gators with a big play there. Glasgow had a big fake on a 4th down punt. They went for it. And here, the onside kick may have caught Glasgow off guard a little bit. Now momentum is with the Gators of Greenwood. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network. Scott Thompson, Mike Clef with you from Greenwood High School. And our official stops play for just a moment there. The kicking tee had not come off the field. So they'll reset the play clock. Let's see if the Gators go for a big throw right here after getting the onside kick recovered. No, instead they're going to hand it off. Nowhere to go was Andrew Hatcher. Thought they might try to throw it deep one time. Try to build on that momentum, scoring a touchdown, recovering the onside kickoff that was fumbled by Glasgow. 6:43 to go, third quarter, 21-8. Glasgow leading Greenwood here tonight on homecoming. Two matchups next week. We'll have Thursday night football and Friday night football. And got a timeout, Greenwood. Can't get things together that they want. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Ask any woman if size matters and she'll tell you no. It's money that matters. The settlement we get for you has nothing to do with the size of a law firm, but everything to do with the skill of your attorney. I've provided personal representation for those hurt in car accidents for over 45 years and collected millions from my clients. When fighting big insurance, it's not the size of the firm, but the skill of the attorney. After all, David took down Goliath, just like we take down big insurance. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
Fifth or sixth? Well, not sure if Goldschmidt, but Tyler O'Neill did. We're talking about the Cardinals and their run, and they're playing the Cubs right now. A little late season baseball. Mike Clef and I are both St. Louis Cardinal fans. Something to cheer about, 13 in a row for them. Back to pass, Lofton Howard's going to throw it, got a man, it is complete. It's the long, or rather Trussell down around the 16-yard line. Marquise Trussell, a nice gainer, caught it, ran with it, brought it down, and the Gators are on the move. Now Glasgow is on their heels. At the 17-yard line, the Gators far hash mark. In the backfield is Jalen Brock. Also, Trussell starts back there. Rolling to his left, throwing quickly and incomplete. And it looks like there may be a flag thrown. No flag? Okay. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. Howard was rushed to throw it there and threw it at the feet of the receiver. Second down and 10. Gators trailing by 13 now. Oh, what a big score this would be if they were able to punch this one in for 6. Hatcher in the backfield with Howard. Fake, that little throw, gives it to Hatcher, trying to turn up, gets to the 15. Maybe 2. Well, they're going to give him a yard. It'll be third down and 9. Or are they going to say back to the line of scrimmage, maybe? Got a dead ball personal foul against Glasgow. That'll be a 15-yarder. Well, half the distance since it's at the 15. That should put it around the 7-yard line. And that will be a first down and goal for the Gators, I believe. No, it's going to be just shy. All right, it'll be third and maybe a yard. Starts the clock back up as they get the chains properly set. Just need a yard here. Howard gonna give it. Brock's got the first down. Should have it. I think he got to the 13. All he had to do was get to the 14. It'll be first down Gators. Actually got inside the 10. I didn't realize he'd got that far. He's down to the 7-yard line. Clock rolling. They're trying to get the clock rolling. Howard. Hash mark to the near side. Going to keep it himself. Calls his own number. And finally brought down at the 5 as he was tough to bring down. We got a flag. Probably going to be a hold. It is a hold. And that'll be against the Gators. It gives them a little more room to work with maybe, huh? That was not the plan, I promise you. Out at the 17-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Gators at the 17. So do they stay here on the short side, or do they try to sweep something out to the right side, or roll out and throw it right side? Lofton Howard waits. Gives it to Brock. There's nothing there. Nothing there. They had him stuffed at the line of scrimmage. He'll get a yard or two. Gets a yard or two. All right, say no gain then. So it'll be second and goal from the 17. Had it first and goal, and then it was a penalty, a hold. So that brought it back. Second down. Rolling to his right is Lofton Howard. Going to keep it. Turns it up down the sideline. And he is just shy of the goal line. Glasgow player helmet come off. And we got another flag. Block in the back. Yeah, I think you kind of saw that on the screen there. There was a push once Lofton got around the outside there. So it's a block in the back. So it's going to be second and goal from the 27-yard line. This is not ideal if you're a Gator fan. You don't want to keep moving back. You want to move it forward. 4:18, clock rolling, third quarter. Glasgow 21, Greenwood 8. Gators have scored once here in this third quarter. On the move again. Just need to get some positive yardage here. Fake, looking, throws it over the middle, got a man wide open, and is it caught? Trussell, it is complete. Big gain down inside the 10 to around the 8-yard line. That was close to a trap, but the side official over there says it's a catch. Third and goal now for the Gators around the 7-yard line. 3:40 to go, third quarter. The Greenwood Gators, the Glasgow Scotties. Howard throws out to the left, and they're going to say it's complete or incomplete. It's incomplete. So it'll be fourth and goal. I would imagine they go for it here. Ball is on the 17-yard line. Let's see. No, it's at the somewhere around the 9-yard line. 8-9-yard line. Fourth and goal, big play. This could be the play of the game. And the whistle blows. And going to be timeout called, I believe. Greenwood takes a timeout, big play. Come back. You're watching Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
4th and goal for the Gators. They're going to go for it at their own 7-yard line. Howard looking to pass, throws it over the middle, incomplete. And Glasgow will take over. Tried to go to Mateus. And we have an unsportsmanlike conduct, but if it's dead ball, that will push it back towards the goal line. Dead ball, personal foul against Glasgow. So they will get it. It'll be Glasgow ball, but it's after the play was over. So it'll be halfway to the goal will be the penalty. Must have been something he said across the way, as Glasgow will have it. Okay, was it offsetting? May have been offsetting penalties. It's Glasgow gets it at their own 7-yard line. John Carter Myers back at quarterback. First man through, no. Second man through. Oh boy. Cutting to the outside. This could be big for Glasgow. Down the far sideline, Jay Long. Jay Long's going to go 93 yards. A 93-yard run. Jay Long. That comes here in the third quarter at the 3:07 mark. And the Scotties answer right back and lead it 27-8. Jay Long's second score of the night. Glasgow's going to take a timeout right here. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Ask any woman if size matters and she'll tell you no. It's money that matters. The settlement we get for you has nothing to do with the size of a law firm, but everything to do with the skill of your attorney. I've provided personal representation for those hurt in car accidents for over 45 years and collected millions from my clients. When fighting big insurance, it's not the size of the firm, but the skill of the attorney. After all, David took down Goliath, just like we take down big insurance. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
Glasgow goes for two. Myers around the left end, and Myers' run is a two-point conversion. That makes it now 29-8. Jay Long, it was a 97-yard run, and Myers gets the two-point conversion. So the Gators have a big hole to come back from. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Flora Templeton Stewart worked her way through college as a waitress and single mother. She was the first female attorney to open a law practice in Warren County and overcame many obstacles. Flora Templeton Stewart, an injury lawyer with the strength and determination to fight for you. If you have been seriously injured in a car or truck accident, call the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart at 1-888-782-9090.
That stung, that Glasgow 97-yard run. Jay Long, once he got past the line of scrimmage, it was him and the grass, because he was already flying past everyone. His second touchdown of the night. Javen Clark has scored, and John Carter Myers has scored for Glasgow tonight, 29-8. Greenwood's got to take advantage of every opportunity once they get the ball back here. They'll need a couple of scores. They're down by 21 points. That's three touchdowns and an extra point. Luke Allen, another kick high, short kick, going to be taken by Mateos at the 32, and he's brought down immediately. And the Scotty say they have it, Justin Perry. And I think he took it after he was down. It's Greenwood ball. 5-0 Greenwood Gators trailing the 4-1 Glasgow Scotties. All right, the Gators now need to score quickly. Fake, throws out to the right side, and falling down to catch it is Ira Mateos. Maybe 2 yards out to the 40. 2nd and 8. I'm talking about it right here. So they're saying okay. It's going to be at the line of, okay, 2-yard gain for the Gators, right at the 40-yard line. That far hash mark. Man in motion. That's Jalen Brock. Trussell. No, it's Howard, calls his own number. First down into Glasgow territory at the 49. Faked a couple of handoffs and just called his own number and went straight up the gut. 2:11 to go, third quarter. Gators have moved the ball better here in the second half than they did in the first half, but only have one score in the second half to show for it. Howard throws it this way. Now it's got to Mateos. Mateos breaks a couple of tackles. 40, 35, down the sideline. One guy to beat. He brings him down at the 9-yard line. So the Gators in business again. It'll be 1st and goal right on the 10-yard line. Big pickup there. Got it into Mateo's hands and let that speed run. Let it work for him, huh? Down to a minute and a half to go, third quarter. Howard fakes, keeps it himself, and he's going to, gets tripped up and down to the 4-yard line. I could not tell who he tripped over. Was it a passing player or his own lineman there? But anyway, gets down to the 5. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 5. That was a for sure touchdown if he doesn't lose his footing. Cadillac Jessup is out at center tonight. At center tonight is Braxton Smith. They've had some good exchanges now. No problems at all under center. They give. Trying to cut around. The left end is Marquise Trussell. Let's see where they mark it. Clock rolling, 37 seconds to go here in the quarter. Bring up 3rd down right about the 4-yard line. Maybe the last play of the quarter. Waiting. There's about a 3-second difference. Play clock and the game clock. Howard. Going to keep it around the right end. Turns, and is he in? He's going to be just shy. They'll mark it around the 1-yard line, and that's going to end the third quarter here at Greenwood on homecoming night. It's 29 for Glasgow and 8 for the Gators. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
Russell County now leading Warren Central 35-14 in the second half. We'll start the fourth quarter here at Greenwood with the Glasgow Scotties leading 29-8 over the 10th ranked team in 5A, Greenwood Gators. Glasgow is in 3A, 4-1. Greenwood trying to go 6-0. We've got Christian County next week coming in. Howard right on the 4th and goal at the 1. Howard straight ahead. He gets a surge. He's in. So Lofton Howard gets in. 3 seconds into this fourth quarter. A 1-yard run. And now 29-14, big extra point right here. They're going to go for 2. At some point, you probably have to. Howard under center. Looking to pass, throws it over the middle, wide open. 2-point conversion on the reception is Adam Vincent. And it is now 29-16 as you are watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
What can a huge law firm do for you? A paralegal can take your every call. Your file may be sent out of state. You're unlikely to ever meet the attorney you see on TV. Do you really want a huge law firm with hundreds of lawyers? If the answer is no, call me. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
Now Lofton Howard will kick it off. Do you go for another onside kick? They got one earlier tonight. So Lofton Howard will do the kicking for the Gators. Doing it all tonight. Offense, defense. Kicks it down that little area there, and Glasgow falls on it. And they recover it before the Gators could get down there. I think the Gators were maybe expecting an onside kick there, the way they were trying to shuffle people. So it'll be 1st and 10, Glasgow at their own 25. They have 11:54 on the clock and a 29-16 advantage. Gators need a 3 and out here. John Carter Myers still in at quarterback. Long I formation behind him. Rides the first man, gives it second man through. That's Hunter Scott. Give him 5. He's out to the 31. Give him, about 6 maybe. 2nd and 4 or 5. Just grinding it out on the ground, running clock off. Got a wide out coming this way. That's Javon Clark. Still that long I formation right behind Myers, and he's going to keep it himself. He's got the first down across the 35 to the 36. Scotty's moved the chain. The clock continues to roll at 11:06 to go in the game. Gators looking ahead. They have Christian County, Bowling Green, South Warren, and Apollo on their schedule. Still have a couple of district games remaining. Just a end around. Big hit over there. And Glasgow Scotty player gets their helmet knocked off. That's Hunter Scott. And he has to go out for a play. Get your helmet knocked off, you have to go to the sideline. No gain, 2nd and 10 for Glasgow. We're right nearing the 10-minute mark to go in the game. They bunch that line together there. Split backfield now behind Myers. He's down low to the ground. They give it to Phillips. Phillips around the right end. He's going to get out to the 45 and still be about 2 yards shy. Be 3rd down and 2. 3rd and 2 for Glasgow. 45-yard line of their own. Under center once again, John Carter Myers. Got to give it end around Phillips. Phillips has some room to run. He has the first down to the 45 of Greenwood. They'll move the chains. Effective running there by Glasgow, and they've done that all night long. Rumsey Massey hobbling off. Looks like he may have twisted an ankle or something the way he's hobbling. Under 9 minutes remaining. Just chewing up the time with this drive. Now back in is Easton Jesse, the quarterback now. Gives it to Phillips again, looking for room to run. Cuts to the outside and just kind of stutter steps his way around inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2nd down and maybe 3. Jesse brings him up. He's under center also. Rides the first man through, gives it to the second man. That's Hunter Scott. He's got another first down for Glasgow. The 35-yard line of Greenwood. 1st and 10 Glasgow. Now we're down to the 7:45 mark. Glasgow set the tone early. 14 quick points. Tried to draw the Gators off and give it to Hunter Scott again around the right end. This time doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage, or will they give him the line of scrimmage? Pretty much no gain. He's 2nd down. Did lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Under 7 minutes. Greenwood down by 2 scores. 29-16. Wing back. Tight end, two backs. Looking to pass. Yeah, oh, big hit there by the Gators. Lofton Howard